Now, having completed the proof, before solving the problems, let us quickly recap the steps to solve a general cubic using Cardano's method. And the first step is to normalize. It simply means we have to make the coefficient of x cube 1. So you'll get a cubic equation which is x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now the second step is we'll depress the cubic. It simply means we'll make a cubic equation which doesn't have a second degree term. And to depress a cubic, the standard substitution is we'll let x as y minus a by 3, where a is coefficient of x square. Now once you'll replace this x in this equation, you'll get a new equation which is of the form y cube plus py plus q equals to 0, and this is the depressed form of the cubic. Now for this cubic equation, we'll calculate a discriminant which we want to call Cardano's discriminant. Now it is given by q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. Now if this discriminant is positive, then this equation will have one real, two complex roots. If this discriminant is 0, then it'll have three real roots with at least two equal. And if this discriminant is negative, then it'll have all three real roots. Now we'll start writing roots of this equation. So we'll get y1 and it'll be given by this cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root delta and plus cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root delta. Second root will be given by cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root delta, which is same, into omega, which is cube root of unity, and plus this second part again, which is same. So it will be minus q by 2 minus under root delta into omega square, where omega and omega square are complex cube roots of unity. So here omega is minus 1 plus root 3 iota upon 2 and omega square, which is minus 1 minus root 3 iota upon 2. Now omega is also e to the power iota 2 pi by 3 and omega square is e to the power minus iota 2 pi by 3. And the third root will be given by y3 and will be this cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root delta into omega square plus cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root delta into omega. So basically, if this is u and this is v, then the solutions are of the form y1 is u plus v, y2 is u omega plus v omega square, and y3 is u omega square plus v omega, where omega and omega square are complex cube roots of unity. Now once we have y, we know x is simply y minus a by 3. So x1 will be y1 minus a by 3. So we can write x1 as minus a by 3 and then plus y1, which is this cube root of minus q by 2 plus under root delta plus cube root of minus q by 2 minus under root delta. And the same way you can write x2 as y2 minus a by 3 and x3 as y3 minus a by 3. And this is how you find roots of any general cubic equation using Cardano's method. And the interesting case in this is this third case where delta is negative and say it is minus k, then this under root delta will be root k iota. Now in this case, both u and v, they'll be complex, but in this case, you'll get all your roots as real roots. So all the three real roots, they'll come via complex numbers. Let us take another question. It says, apply Cardano's to x cube plus 3x minus 4 equals to 0 and deduce this surprising identity. Now we have this cubic equation, which is x cube plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. It is already depressed cubic where p is 3 and q is minus 4. Now delta here is q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. Now this is 16 by 4, 4 plus 1. So this is 5 and it is greater than 0. So it has one real root. And this real root will be cube root of, now minus q by 2. Minus q by 2 is simply 2 plus under root delta plus cube root of 2 minus under root 5. So this cubic equation, it has only one real root, and this real root is cube root of 2 plus under root 5 plus cube root of 2 minus under root 5. And if we look at this cubic equation, we know that x equal to 1, it satisfies this equation. So this is 1 plus 3 minus 4 equals 0. So its real root is 1. So this expression will be 1. Now what we'll do is we'll take up an example. Say for example, we have to solve this cubic x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 1 equals 0. Now in this, coefficient of x cube is already 1, so it is normalized. We'll move to the second step. We'll let x as y minus a by 3. Now a here is 3, so a by 3 will be 1. So we'll replace x with y minus 1. So it will be this y minus 1 cube plus 3, y minus 1 square plus 4, y minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So it will be this y cube minus 1 minus 3y square plus 3y plus 3y square plus 3 minus 6y plus 4y minus 4 plus 1 equals 0. Now this 3y square will cancel. We'll get this as y cube, and then it will be 7y minus 6y. So it will be plus y, and then 4 minus 4, 0, and minus 1 equals to 0. So this is a depressed cubic equation. So here p is 1 and q is minus 1. If we calculate delta, delta is q square by 4 plus p cube by 27. So it will be 1 by 4 plus 1 by 27. So this is 27 plus 4, 31. And this is 27 into 4, 108. And this delta, it is greater than 0. So it has one real and two complex roots. Now first we'll write its real root. So we know this y will be cube root of minus q by 2. And minus q by 2 will be 1 by 2 plus under root delta, and will be this under root 31 by 108 plus cube root of 1 by 2 minus under root of 31 by 108. Now x is y minus 1. So our real root will be minus 1 plus cube root of 1 by 2 plus under root of 31 by 108 and plus cube root of 1 by 2 minus under root 31 by 108. Now we can write the other two roots also. So the other two roots will be minus 1 plus cube root of 1 by 2 plus under root of 31 by 108 omega plus cube root of 1 by 2 minus under root of 31 by 108 omega square, and this third root will be minus 1 plus cube root of 1 by 2 plus under root of 31 by 108 omega square plus cube root of 1 by 2 minus root 31 by 108 omega. So this equation has one real root and two imaginary roots. Now, if we did not know Cardano's method, then what we could have inferred is, for this cubic equation, x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 1 equals to 0, we'll consider this function fx, which is x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 1. Then f dash x will be 3x square plus 6x plus 4, which is 3x plus 1 square plus 1, which is always greater than 0. So this function is strictly increasing. And since it is cubic, it will start from minus infinite and go up to plus infinite. So this graph will cross x-axis exactly once. So there we could have inferred this equation has exactly one real root. And if we look at f minus 1 will be minus 1 plus 3 minus 4 plus 1. It is less than 0. And f0 is 1. So f minus 1 into f0, it is less than 0. Then from Bolzano's theorem, we can say this root, it will lie between 0 and minus 1. So we'll have one real root and this root will lie between minus 1 and 0. And if we'll feed it into a calculator, this x1 will be nearly minus 0.317672. So basically, this is the only real root, and this root, it lies in minus 1 and 0. So this is what Cardano's method gives us.